Now we're printing Caterpie, Cubone, and Rattata. Just carefully picking away. I want to leave some. I think we're going to use those as the sprue or the gates. We'll leave what's left and we will use that. It's so small I will have a hard time adding any gating to it because, well, I don't know, it looks like it's, I mean, it's hardly attached by anything. It's maybe 10 thousandths at the most. The optical comparator uses collimated light and projects it across, creating a shadow, essentially, which is magnified 20 times on the viewer. So it's about 2 divisions on here. 5,000, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one's 5,000. So yeah, that's 10 thousandths. I said 10 thousandths earlier, and that's exactly what it is. Well, I would like to leave some supports here for casting, but I don't want them all here, and there's a forest of supports on this thing. I think the main thing that needs to be supported is his tail, and even then maybe not so much, but I would like to remove more off the whiskers, but I don't know how I can because it's so delicate, and even on the casting itself to clean up the whiskers is going to be tough because it's just going to be a little sliver of a casting. The nice thing about cleaning up now is it is soft enough it doesn't take much effort to file. However, it all feels very fragile, and I'd feel a lot safer filing on it if it was already in bronze. Alright, we're good for 4.
Yep. 21.
I know. Well, looks like everything turned out. Weedle's tail is there, which is good. Cubone's bone is there. Rattata has his whiskers. Dugtrio looks really good, except for artifact from the printer. Machop looks probably the best out of all of them. The bronze is poured a little bit hot, that's why it's darker there. Otherwise it looks good. Now the hard part, cut them apart. These are going to be tough. I'm going to start by cutting off the delicate ones first. We bought this magnetic tumbler to try. It uses small stainless steel pins, and it basically just hammers the surface to polish them. So we're going to try that. We'll put 2 or 3 castings in each time, and we will run them for about a half an hour to see what results we get. Overall, I think this batch turned out really well. The small ones, very difficult, but it's nice to see them somewhat to the scale they're supposed to be. Some of the features are just so small, like the tails and the bone, but we were able to get them to turn out somewhat decently. They're very impressive for their size, that's for sure. The larger ones, for the complexity Starmie, turned out really well. And this seems to be a pretty nice size to work with. Anything larger than this or smaller than this is a little bit more difficult. Machop turned out really well. Dugtrio, he looks pretty good. There's a little bit of an artifact from the printer. The pin polisher we tried, it works well. These larger ones, especially with the points here, they don't turn and rotate like they should and get a decent even polish all the way around. They kind of sit in one position and just one side of them gets polished, but we're figuring it out. Rattata. I want to measure his tail again. I measured him the other day. Rattata's tail is about 40 thousandths in diameter, or about 1.1 millimeters. The back of Cubone's bone is about 0.6 millimeters. And Weedle's tail, as we saw earlier, is about 10 thousandths, right where they connect. And he was gated on both sides of his tail, so the metal didn't actually have to flow through that 10 thousandths diameter into his tail. It was fed from both sides. And cleaning off the support on the tip of his tail was a little bit challenging, because any amount of, you can bend it a little bit, but if you bend it too much, they're going to break off. Overall, I think they turned out really well. I'm pleased with them, and now it's more or less just a matter of skill as to cleaning them up to a higher degree. But otherwise, to get the castings is very good.